Again, this is up on Classroom under unit test review topics under Unit 2 on Classroom. Tomorrow, here's what I need you to do to be successful. And we're going to practice this here in a second. Here's what I need you to do to be successful. When you read a problem, you put it into one of three categories. Do we have this on there or no?
I don't think so.
No? It's not on there? No. And nobody told me last period that wasn't even on there. I put it under period 3. Oh, just shit. Didn't give you guys any love, sorry. All right, so I gotta put that on. Unit test review topics. Nothing's there, that's why. One job. Let's do this. And let's try that again. Okay, try that again. Refresh. Nobody said anything either. All good? See it?
Yes.
We're all good now? Thanks for letting me know. Nobody said a word last period. Perfect. There it is. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here we go. Like I was saying, tomorrow you read a problem. Put it in one of three categories tomorrow. One of three categories. First category, is it recursive? Well, how am I going to know if a problem is recursive or not? Well, they'll probably give me the first term, and then you'll see something like this. A sub n equals, here's the magic term, right? What's this tell me? Take the previous term, right? Take the previous term, and I'm just going to put plus 3, add 3 to it. That tells you it's recursive. If I start seeing this n minus 1 as a subscript. All right, maybe it's not that. Maybe instead it's an arithmetic. How do you know it's arithmetic, by the way? How do you know a problem is going to be arithmetic? If a problem goes up by what type of operation? Addition, right? Adding, same amount. This is adding, right? Adding the same amount. And then you have to figure out, all right, am I doing a total? Like, does it want me to add up all the numbers in the sequence or just find part of the sequence? All right. Remember, if you're adding up an arithmetic sequence, you got to build your own sigma. We always start with n equals 1. And then the final type is, well, maybe it's not any of those two. It might be geometric, which means I'm doing what to the numbers? How can I look at a sequence and say if it's arithmetic versus geometric? Oh, boy. Arithmetic's adding, geometric multiplying by the same number. All right, we're multiplying by the same number. Both formulas on the formula sheet, including if it's asked for total. So here's what I'm going to do right now. Picking a random number off the generator. You're going to pick a number 1 through 27, and that's the review problem we're doing in your packet. So have your packets out, calculator right next to you. There's might be one in the filing cabinet if somebody needs it. Let's get your packets out. I forget what page it is, 24 maybe? 28 the review starts on. Okay, here we go. Don't even, just pick a random number, 1 through 27 if you get called on. That's all I want. Just pick a random number, 1 through 27, and we'll go right to it. And I know that I don't have less. 5. Who's got 5? 1 through 27. Let's go. 21. Everyone go to question 21 for me. And we'll pretend here that, all right, I just read this tomorrow on the test. Ooh. Is there a 21?
Yes. Oh, there's a 22.
Yeah, I go from 20 to 22. I guess there's not a 21. Sorry. You picked the number, I guess.
18.
18. Everyone go to 18. Here you go. Find the missing terms in the sequence. Well, first one, we already know what type of problem this is, arithmetic. So I got to figure out, okay, I think to myself, arithmetic. Adding a number every time, right? So what number do I add to 8.5 to get to the second term? Same thing I add to get to the third, to the fourth, and I should add it one more time and get 19.7. Adding. You know it's arithmetic. You got a darn formula sheet that's got a formula for arithmetic on it, don't you? If you don't have the formula sheet out, let's get it out. AN equals A1 plus N minus 1 times D. I am not asked to add up the terms, so that's why I'm going to the formula. Out of everything that's in this formula, what value do I need? Do I need AN? Do I need A1? Do I need N? Or do I need the D value to find the missing terms? I need the D value. So you guys need to help me fill in everything else but the D value. A subscript N, any term but the first. You got one? 19.7 equals first term. 8.5 plus, I don't know if we're here yet or not. Do we know what to plug in for N? 5, wherever 19.7 is in the sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth term. Minus 5, let's solve for D. That's just a 4 in the parenthesis. I see a lot of people trying to distribute the variable D. So 4D. Go ahead and move everything over, divide by 4. When you have the D value, let me know. Anybody have that D value? Okay.
2.8.
2.8, yep. That's what I'm adding, because I told you it was arithmetic. That's what I'm adding. So everyone go ahead, add 2.8, add 2.8, add 2.8, and hopefully check yourself when you add 2.8 one last time. Hopefully it gives you 19.7. $14, yep. We good? Anything we need to answer there? You have a question about? All right, let's go. Geometric, next up. Now I'm thinking multiply, right? Multiply by a number. So now I go back to my formula sheet. Geometric sequence. Now out of all these variables, which one do I need? AN, A1, R, or the N? I need the R, the common ratio. What am I going to multiply by? All right, so help me fill in the rest. What's any term but the first here? 1.25. First term is 320. We're going to solve for R. What goes in for N in this case? 5 again, because 1.25 is the fifth term. How do you get the 320 out of there? How do you want to get the 320 out? Anybody? 320? Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Oh, not yet, not yet. I got to get the 320 out of there before I do that.
Oh, yeah, divide that.
Divide everything by 320. That might be a decimal. Maybe you'll leave it as a fraction, whatever it is. I think it's 1 over, if you leave it as a fraction, 1 over 256, I think. If you leave that decimal as a fraction. Now, how do I get the exponent of 4 out of there? I take the 4th root, which now, Dylan, how do I get the 4th root in my calculator?
Alpha window 6.
Yep, alpha window, and you pick the one that's got the x in the cube root, or x in the root. And then you can type in 4. And what is it, 1/4 your R value? Does that look right, 1/4? Or no? 1/4 for the R. So multiply all your terms by 1/4 now. Look at a problem. Is it recursive, arithmetic, or geometric? And go from there. Your reference sheet has 3 formulas you'll need. When you're ready, go back to the beginning of the review. I'm going to have you star a few problems that are similar to ones tomorrow, and then I'm going to let you go on your own, and I'm going to be looking over shoulders here, seeing if you have any questions. Okay, so go back to the beginning of the review. Please star the following questions because they're similar to what I'm giving you tomorrow. But again, you can start. There's 27 questions on here. You go anywhere you want. 2 and 3, star them. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Then star 11 and 12 for me. 11 and 12. $11, $12, and I think 13. Yep, $11, $12, 13. All right, we already did 18, which is, you're going to see another one of these tomorrow on the quiz. All right, so if you want to star that one too, I know we just did it, but yep, 18, similar tomorrow. Then go over to 27, the last question. And right below 27, we're going to create a 28th question. So 28 total questions here. There you go. Okay, so if you want to copy 28 down, question 28, just wanted to make sure I had one that was similar to what you're going to see tomorrow. So I had to make a brand new one up on my own. And then you guys go work with whoever you want, and let's go. Actually, there's one last thing. Hold on. After you copy it down, I need you to go somewhere on your Chromebook. When you're done copying it down, go back to the homework answers under Unit 2 on Classroom. Go back to the homework answers on Unit 2 on Classroom. Open up that folder. Open up that folder and you'll see the unit test review answers. Okay? And I'll give you the answer to number 28 before we leave today. All right, let's roll. Is it recursive? Is it arithmetic? Is it geometric? Here we go. Go.